Welcome to this week. Good tea with Chris and Leigh. I am Chris and this is Leigh. There is this bitter cold this week, so stay warm, keep with us on. My third spin this week, getting Earthquake by Jason Doe.
Ladies, let your hair down, let your hair down. We's about to get down. Oh my God, this girl straight and this girl not. Tipsy off that piece of rock like ching-a-lang-lang, ching-a-lang-a-lang-lang. Jeans so tight I can see loose change. Do your thing, girl, do that thing like turning pretty basic girls trying to press each other. And the undercover freaks who ain't none but trouble. Baby, I'ma tell you some only cause I love you. People all around the world, sexy motherfuckers.
Get ugly.
Yes, welcome to this week's Cup of Tea with Chris and Leigh. This is Josh's cup, by the way. Nice cup. Oh, hang on a minute. There you go. Starting. Star Wars. Oh, beg your pardon. I don't want to cause any trouble there. No, Star Wars. But yes, I am Leigh and he is Chris. And it's good to see you doing all right and you're staying warm, Chris. I'm glad to hear that. It is very cold, like he says, very cold. And I just have to say, I'm loving the robot, Chris. The robot is fantastic. You've got some moves, you have. So, fantastic. On to the next song. Over to you, Chris.
What is the most shocking city in the world?
I don't know. What is the most shocking city in the world?
Electricity.
Electricity. Ah.
Our next number today is Sugar by Super Bobbin. Sugar.
In the ceiling, ooh baby, it's the ultimate feeling. You got me lifted, feeling so good.
Good song. We were bopping. We were loving that. And electricity there. Electricity. Yes, I get it. Very funny, Chris. Over to you for the next song.
Leigh, yeah, I forgot a joke for us today. Keep it clean.
I have got a joke. I'm so glad you asked me. I've just had to redo this joke because I'd said an old one. So I've got a new one that I've come up with. And that is, what do you call a man with potatoes, carrots, leeks and turnip on his head? Stew! Oh, come on, they're the best.
Look after yourself. Stay safe, stay strong. Till next week. I will. If you will with Pascal's John Blue.
somewhere, any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. You got a fast car, I got a plan to get us out of here. I've been working at a convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs and finally see what it means to be living. You got a fast car, so fast enough so we can fly away. We're gonna make a decision. Live tonight.
Anyway, that's it for this week. It's now over to Terp Sports.
Hello, I'm David Dumbledore coming to you from a remote location. As you can see, I am getting at one with nature. I may just walk on the ice like Iceman from X-Men. Who are your favourite X-Men? Anyway, first question of this week's sports, because people are looking to get past and stuff like that, is who do you guys think is going to win the FA Cup? Obviously, some big teams have been knocked out, some big teams remain. Could we see an upset? Thanks.
Well, I say Man U, but they're playing really well at the minute.
Thanks for that, guys. A second question I've been wondering is, with Euro 21 coming up, and it being very unrealistic that it happens in different countries as they planned, where do you guys think there should be a host for the tournament?
I would have to say in Portugal, because they won the last Euro 2016.
And a final question that I'm nicking off this week's Monday Night Football was, if you had to pick your starting 11 for Euro 21 for England, I want to know who would be in it and who would be your wild card player to make the squad. Thanks, guys.
Well, what I heard from Tony, he said Bobby Campbell and Robbie Blake. This is Terp signing off for Terp Sports News. Now over to the news with Connor.
Hi, I'm Connor B with the news. I've been helping Steve with a fire alarm test as part of a new course I'm doing in the building. Lee and James and Mikey have been recording a live version of Creeps by Radiohead with Mark on vocals this week.
Looking forward to seeing that, or hearing it, should we say.
Jodie is commiserating after not winning that pool. After my attempts. You can't be all good at stuff. Apart from me, I'm good at everything. Finally, some advice for all of you. It's very cold and icy, so stay warm and wrap up. And we just got one more. It's about James. James saying Liverpool's rubbish. Well, it's a little. I think you need to improve a bit. It's basically what you mean. You basically Bradford is basically rubbish and Spurs are rubbish. So think on next time, jog on. That's all for this weekly edition of the news. I'm Connor B, signing off. Welcome to this exclusive interview with Nicola Sturgeon. It's going to be a very explosive interview. Don't you worry about that.
Well, thanks very much for having me, Mr. Balahura. Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
How important is it for a referendum for Scotland to leave England?
Well, I think it's very important because I think the Scottish people have a right to decide what they do, whether they leave England or whether they go independent. So I think it's very important.
Do you think you can have a legal referendum about Westminster's?
On the next question, do you think you can have a legal referendum without Westminster? Well, I do believe that because Scottish is independent already. I think it should be up to Scotland to decide whether we stay or go. So I don't think we need Westminster. Why would we need Westminster?
Do you think you're being a bit arrogant about the referendum?
No, I don't think I am being arrogant. I'm representing the Scottish people. I think it's very important that they have a true representation, and I don't think that I'm being arrogant at all.
Do you regret saying you would arrest Boris if he came to Scotland, or would you expect to be arrested if he came to England?
Well, I would be going to England during the lockdown and the pandemic because it's irresponsible, and this is why I said I would arrest Boris Johnson, because it's irresponsible. He doesn't need to come to Scotland. We don't want him in Scotland.
Do you regret saying you would give Europe data about the vaccine?
No, because I think that we all need to share all the information we have globally about this pandemic and about this disease. It's very important that we share. I don't see any point in withholding information when we're all going to benefit from it.
Thank you, Nicola Sturgeon. Hopefully next interview we may have a referendum, but if I had my way, you know what my way would be. You know my way.
Well, thank you very much for having me here down at School of Rock and Media. Obviously we've done it remotely because I'm not coming to England, so this is on video link. But thank you very much. It's been a very good interview. Thank you, Mr. Ballahoo.